Am I ready?
Yeah.
For what?
Ben's catching mozzies.
Come on, start us off, Jace?
I thought you were starting us off.
It's your idea.
Oh.
Go on, Jace.
Brad, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do you know how much a fine is for driving without your seatbelt or on your mobile phone?
Mobile phone, I think it's 1,100, and seatbelt maybe 600 or 700.
Interesting.
So together, that's what?
1,800. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're driving down the M1, no seatbelt on your phone,
Yeah.
1,700.
What happens if you crash into a 4-year-old and you're unlicensed and on drugs?
$850 and 6 months loss of license, apparently.
Really?
And no criminal conviction recorded.
That sounds like a better offer to me.
No criminal conviction.
Yeah.
I thought they abolished the Section 10 after they gave it to me.
Yeah. Well, welcome, listeners. We're
How
just
are we?
discussing the Ezra Mam's had his penalty handed down from the courts. For me, extremely light.
Yeah, it feels a little light, doesn't it?
Yeah, like it. Fuck.
But
Do you boys have any theories on why it could be light?
yeah, I know exactly why.
Judge is a Broncos fan.
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Ah,
The better your lawyer, the less your conviction. That's exactly all it is.
now, do you think it's Mam's lawyer or Broncos lawyer?
I think the Broncos gave him his lawyer.
Because Ben was going on about
Theorising.
the owners of the Broncos.
Oh,
Do you
yeah?
know who owns the Broncos?
Oh, let me know, bro.
The I think it's the Murdochs.
Mm-hmm.
They
News Corp owns them. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's like, and he owns News Corp, so
Which is Telegraph as well, or it's
Yeah.
a few of them.
Courier Mail, like all the big dogs.
Yeah. Did you hear? Did you read mine and German's back and forth that we had? What night was that? I think that might have been after the last pod. I was feeling a little feisty in the.
No, I didn't. I'm
Our
going to have
Mates-
to go back and look.
Oh,
In the-
bro,
in
it's
the Our
fucking,
Mates chat?
it's like 80 fucking messages. I was getting little shots in here and there because jamming to try and talk some shit, and I'm just like, bro, 4 in a row, leave us alone.
Trad doesn't kick up that much, so
And then-
if he does,
Oh, he was like, he looked like the start of the argument. He was like William Wallace in the first fight, where he's like, they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Who, me?
Everyone's cheering.
that sounds
Yeah,
a bit like me.
I was like, fuck yeah, Brad, you got him. And then by the end of it, he's like fucking Braveheart, just getting fucking pulled apart and about to get his head cut off.
Yeah, dude.
Like it was hard to watch sort of stuff because Brad's still swinging, and then German's having his little Google sessions too. The poor dog.
Yeah, dude.
He was Googling shit.
I went natty, bro. I went all natty.
Few brouhahas deep, and
Yeah.
that's all the confidence you need.
Yeah, bro. I was balls deep too in that conversation. Pricey said when he woke up in the morning there was like 92 messages.
He didn't even see the little drive-by I got on Pricey. I said, did you read them all? I said, bonus points if you read them all. And he goes,
I saw that
did.
message.
And I was just like, and he didn't even, like, he was talking shit. And I was just like,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
missed it.
For any of our mates that are listening as well, that was on our Facebook group chat, which we have a bit of a roast chat. We've got our regular listeners. It's about 20 sort of people deep. If you want to be added into that group on Facebook, let one of us know because we'll chuck you in. Beware, full disclaimer. If Jammin's on the loose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bring your best. I guess you bring your best Google searches.
Yes.
If he's going to do the same.
If you think the podcast is living up to the rough, rugged, and raw rule,
Oh, Jesus.
our mates roast chat is well and truly above and beyond that.
Yeah, it ticks all 3 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, guys, today is the new format. So we've got a bit of a new intro, same old song, but g'day, mates. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast. Today, we are brought to you, as always, by our legends up the M1, up in Sunshine Coast, Brouhaha Brewery.
Yeah.
The lads are on the Maroons.
I don't have mine, bro.
We do have one for you, but
I'm being a trader right now. Hold on.
He's,
Keep going. I'll go get it.
He's snitching on himself at the moment. He's on the CCs. But me and Jace, we're on the Maroons. I don't think we'd ever say that, except when it comes to the brouhahas.
Well, you'd say that for Manly, I suppose.
Yeah, I know.
Would you call it maroon or would you call it burgundy?
Nah,
To get away with it.
for the sake of the pod, burgundy. But when like, I find it quite.
Oh, which label did you get real quick?
Nah, you got one of the oldies.
Bro, I got the new label ones, and you know how I was saying I thought it was fucking glow in the dark? Dude, I was so hammered. Because I was like, is that glowing? Because I was walking out into the beer fridge to shine the light on it. And I was like, is that glowing? Because it's not white like the can, it's a slightly off-white.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, like that glow paint.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, oh, is this glow in the dark? They've really stepped it up. But yeah, I was just fucking blind. Thanks to Brouhaha.
What I was saying before, boys, is like I find it quite difficult to, bash the Maroons, and I don't like to say Queensland because, I live in Queensland and always have. But so I do say the Maroons, but then it goes back to my local team, my supporting team, and it is Manly who wear the maroon and white, the same colours as the Maroons. So I find myself in a bit of a predicament there, but
I feel like you're transitioning
into what?
into a real man who goes for the Queensland Maroons.
Who lives in the state.
Lives in the state, has basically his whole life.
Fuck this state.
Loves the state.
When it comes to footy, yeah, I'm with you, Jace.
Oh, God.
But when it comes to the brouhahas, we are well and truly on our way with the maroon and whites, the full strength lagers. So if we get a little bit dribbly, our podcast, as Jason already mentioned, is rough, rugged, and raw.
Yeah,
which means we do not edit, we do not publish these with anything else involved. So you get our takes, rough, rugged, and raw off the bat. And today's episode is going to be a little bit more around the sports. So we look forward to getting into that. But before we do, just a quick shout out to our sponsors, Brouhaha Brewery. Jump on social media, make sure you give them a follow so you can see all their up-to-date stock. We just got a message in the group chat today from Georgie Malik with the new IPAs.
The what is it? Imperial Ale?
So it's not the Indians.
Is that what it was?
It's Imperial.
Yeah,
8%.
8%. So we had those big boys, and they were 5. And were they 5? Or
Yeah,
6?
6.
6. Yeah. So if George is going to back a tester of those, I'm.
Yeah, the Scotch ales were 5.8.
Yeah. So that's fuck. 8 is going to we'll have 2, bro. And
They'll
be
send
done.
you.
Yes.
So make sure that you go ahead, and if you are interested in supporting the guys and getting some stock, head down to your local bottle-o, ask them to stock Brouhaha. Alternatively, if you can't wait for that, head to them at brouhahabrewery.com.au. While we're covering the house rules, guys, head over to social media, follow us at Your Mates Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and we are at your.mates.pod on Instagram. You're probably listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, so jump in the comment section on that. Give us a 5-star review and tell us your favorite part of the podcast. As we've already spoken about, today is a brand new format of the potty, and we are going to be talking a little bit more about the sports before we head into some dribble later on in the week. Boys, the first sports yarn, I guess, did you get everything off your chest with the Ezra Mam stuff?
Yeah, I just think it's extremely light. But now all the court shit's done, excited. Well, not excited, but
He's excited.
keen to see what the NRL hands out.
I was going to say, does he get a separate punishment from the Broncos in the NRL?
Yeah, fuck yeah. So,
You'll get one from the Broncos themselves, and you'll get one from the NRL.
because he's put the club in disrepute, so there'll be a fine there from the Broncos and the NRL for putting the game into disrepute as well. So
Do you think the NRL are going to come down a bit harder because they can probably see the outcome of the court result and can see that it was probably a little bit,
and people aren't
favoured?
happy with it.
Yeah.
I'd think so. I think it's going to be 8 weeks. I feel like it should be more. Just because there was a child injured involved and all that shit. So,
And forgive me if I'm wrong, but is Zinni carrying a bit of an injury as well?
Yeah, I think he had surgery, didn't he? I think he got surgery at the end.
So are they going to technically list him for those first 8 games, even though he's injured or, recovering from an injury, just so they can...
Well, that's what...
Time it?
Who was the one that did that?
Latrell.
No, not Latrell. Who was the other one recently? The one from the Raiders.
Not sure.
Not Savage.
Was it Rapana? Nah.
I don't know.
Someone
It happened to Latrell though.
As well, did it?
Yeah, last season.
Yeah.
He had a 2-match ban, and they wanted him to play. I think in the finals, and he couldn't.
Yeah, so listing injured
sick.
players to...
They tried to list him. Yeah.
and I think that happened during the Origin, actually. It's the same, and the similar thing happens with if they list players for Origin, do they miss a game or do they not?
Yeah.
Technically,
it's
they
kind
do.
of weird, hey?
But
Well, that was
Yeah.
the argument with him in the Indigenous All Stars game.
Sorry,
remember?
that's what it
It's
was.
like, how do you know? How do you know he'd be picked? It's like what? It's like
was-
him and Josh Adokar have been like the faces of
Yeah.
the Indigenous
Yeah.
game for the last however many years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, since Scott Prince retired.
yeah, pretty much. How's oh, by the way, playing Fortnite with your boys the other night, bro. Boys talking about how good Trell's looking, losing all his weight.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that was getting me excited that kids are like noticing that,
Yeah.
like, because how old's Ken now? 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
Bro.
Normal kids probably not noticing, but Brad's kids, they analyze the game down to the T.
Yeah.
Follow them all on TikTok, social media.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they all fucking tried to gang up on me and tell me my team was shit. And then little Trace is there. He's like, "We are not." I'm like, "Yeah, tell him, son."
You know what? You'll like this. Trace actually brought back like his school journals and stuff
Oh,
today. And just before I come to the pod, reading through a couple of the pages, and one of the pages he was like, I think they should bring the NRL into the Olympics because I would really love to watch my favourite players like Nathan Cleary, Daly Cherry Evans, and Reece Walsh playing in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Nice.
being Olympians representing
Yeah,
the,
I was
the
like,
country.
wow, like that's what the hell? You
Right,
know, he's
imagine-
8.
Who are you?
Imagine rugby league sevens or nines.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, dude, Australia would dominate,
Nines,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Australia
bring back
would
the
dominate,
nines.
bro. It would be
Bring back
so
the brown eye.
unfair.
Bring back the nines.
Yeah.
Yeah, when is it Brisbane 32?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Olympics.
Hey, we've fucked off breakdancing.
Yeah,
There's a
come on.
space. There's a space there.
bring in the NRL, please.
I agree, boys. That got me also sort of thinking this week that, obviously the year is almost done. When we look back at the NRL and the rugby league, it was an awesome year. But if you guys could bring in any recruit from any team, I guess I can chuck
What
out
to
there
play in your own team?
to play in your own team to come into next year. They're going to be uninjured the entire season. Who are you going to bring in to change the dynamic of your team? Obviously, we got Brad with the Titans, Jace, your Penrith. You've already got are you going to bring someone back, or are you going to, are you going to sort of add someone to what you've already got at the moment? It's an interesting
Is
dynamic.
it just one player?
One player.
One.
You get to pick
Damn.
any one player.
'Cause
Who-
I got multiple issues.
start with your biggest one, and yeah.
I would want. I would say Nathan Cleary, but I'll go with Mitchell Moses. I want Mitchell Moses.
Ooh.
You want the older boy?
Yeah, I want Mitch.
At the Titans
Yeah,
to play 7.
yeah.
And why do you think that would make an impact for the Titans next year?
Although Foreign is a good player, he's a good workhorse, and that he's always there when you need him. He is old. He is slow.
So you swapping him straight out for
yeah.
Moses?
How old's Foreign now? 34.
Well, he's
No, I
played
think
over
he's a little-
300 games.
I think he's a little bit older than that. I think he's 36.
Fuck, he's not. Isn't Ben Hunt the oldest player?
Possibly.
He's 35.
Oh, I don't know, but
Fuck, we can't even fucking look it up.
Your rules, Jace.
You just gotta,
Yeah,
you
I
just gotta
like
make
that.
a decision now.
Yeah. Nah, fucking.
But yeah, okay, we'll take Mitch Moses.
Well,
and
if even if Foreign isn't the oldest, he's definitely beat up. You know
his
what I mean?
body's
He
his
struggles.
body's 46.
Yeah, I mean last year was better, but he struggles to get through a year.
Yeah.
I like that. Jace, do you have anybody in mind to bring into the Panthers to make them even stronger?
Well, I like. Well, obviously we got Fish gone, but Lindsay Smith or IPAP I think will fill into that role. But
Do a job.
Just
But
to
who's going to be an
fucking-
impact, dude?
just to blow it out, I'd take a never injured Payne Haas in with
Ooh.
Moses Leota.
Ooh,
Like, bro, you imagine fucking Cleary and Blaze. Like, Blaze is still a young gun, but having those two guys playing behind a forward pack of Leota and Payne Haas and fucking there you
Well,
go.
that's why I'm excited for the Titans next year with RCG and a healthy Tino. Hopefully,
Yep.
man, it's going
Do
to
you
be.
think they're
hot.
going
It's
to play him
be
at
red
lock
hot.
again, Bart?
No, I don't think so.
Bro, he's
I
earned
think
his jersey.
I think Chris Randall should play lock.
Yeah,
That's
I would have had my boy fucking Aaron Clark, but he's now gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
I was
to the
actually going to
Wars.
say, wouldn't you like? I guess if you look for any minimal holes in the game, like Mitch Kenny, unreal, but you are missing sort of that star-studded 9. Would you not try and recruit maybe like maybe a Harry Grant?
Nah, because that's not what we need. We needed Appy when the halves were younger.
So you think that James Fisher-Harris is the hole that he's left is going to be hard to fill?
I think so, but I think Lindsay Smith is up to it because like I just listened to a podcast with him the other day and fuck, bro, he's fucking got a good head on his shoulders to get into that mindset that Fish was in. But yeah, I don't know. I think like if you had Payne Haas there, like he would just gel with that system that well. So
I think Payne Haas in any side is going to make a huge difference as well.
100%.
Same with Mitch Moses. I'm probably going to go a similar route to Jason as well. I feel like Manly, again, given that DCE does continue on, I feel like we've got a star-studded team and we aren't really missing too much other than, I've been vocal about it. Our edge defense is quite weak. So possibly bringing in like a Bradman Best or
Morgan Harper.
back arms. Shout out to him. He'd never been the same since Sifa
Talakai ran a train on him.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a
Poor
hole.
bloke. Poor bloke.
Like he's
What do you
literally
reckon that game? Do you reckon like
Knocked
Sifa
his-
was just like off at that game and he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna
because he was actually
rampage?
like he was actually quite decent. Like remember when
even
was
defensively he was okay.
it him and Garrick on that side when Garrick was playing wing?
Well, that you had him and Brad
Possibly.
Parker in the centres.
Oh, that's right, Brad
Yeah.
Parker. Yeah, dude, he was actually going all right, and then that game happened,
game,
and
yeah.
it's literally fucking ruined his career. Like I think he's actually going to the fucking Super League.
He is. I think he's signed to like a Q Cup side. Yeah. He might have went there this year, and then I think
Bro, do you reckon Morgan Harper in like 10 years, bro, is going to rock up at Sifa Talakai's house on Christmas just in rags? Just
Like a
fuck.
homeless
what you
dude.
did.
Like you remember when Apu loses the quickie mark because of Homer,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like fucking just Morgan Harper standing outside his window.
boys, we did see in the headlines this week Jerome Luai, the mural down at Bank. Where is it?
Was it at
Leichhardt?
Leichhardt? Yeah,
Must have been.
I think it was Leichhardt.
Be a bit weird if you did it at Bankstown. But
I haven't seen it. Can someone show me?
Jason, what are your thoughts on it?
What on the actual image?
mural itself,
It looks weird. Like the angle the photo they chose to use.
Yeah, but Luai's a weird looking dude.
No, the angle. Wait till you see the angle, bro. It's not.
What is it like looking up at him?
No, it's like down doing a step. He's like,
Oh, okay.
it's- yeah, it's
Where's his neck?
yeah. It looks like Uncle Fester, bro.
We saw the David Beckham
Statue
Yeah,
that he
the
did, the
statue
fucked
prank.
up
That's
one.
what it looks like, bro.
Yeah. It's fucking. It's that. That's
It
just,
looks like he's holding, when you fold towels and you put the towel
Yeah.
under your chin. That's what it looks like he's
like
doing.
of all the images that you could use, that's the one you get. Like there would be fucking thousands of photos of him celebrating wins.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
one you use.
Yeah,
Like,
I love it.
He's probably
No,
throwing
that's
4
so
in a row.
Tigers. I love that. That's so Tigers.
Like why didn't they do like like the ninja one when like the Naruto
Oh, yeah,
one?
yeah, that was
Like,
cool. Yeah.
Any of that shit, and that's the
He does the Illuminati stuff with his
and they
hands
go
as
for the
well.
fucve towel fold.
Yeah.
Fuck. Nah, actually, not even a towel, bro. That's fucking folding a fitted sheet. Get out of here.
I've been quite vocal about the Tigers, tooting their own horns as of lately, and for me, that just smells of early crow.
Oh, you reckon? The mural. Like he's
Bro,
the
he hasn't even
saviour.
played a game yet. Imagine if
the
he gets
saviour.
injured. You touch wood, he doesn't. Imagine if he gets injured during preseason, doesn't play at all.
But that was like I was saying, they did one for Critter when he went to the Dogs before he played. And I'm pretty sure it was one was Burton and Kickow as well.
Is it the mural effect? And they actually thrive even more once they have that mural.
That's like the welcome.
But it's like,
Yeah.
like I said, if you go out to those fucking western areas, bro, like fuck, they love their graffiti. Like it's shit's everywhere. But
Do you think Luai's buying into their system?
I think so.
Because you've gone from such a successful club at the Penrith Panthers where he knows all the ins and outs of it, and then he's probably seeing hearing the Tigers, and it'd just be a completely different dynamic walking into those Tigers rooms.
I think he'd be buying into the whole Benji style. You know what I mean? He's probably
The culture.
If you,
I get the culture, but
if you think about it, like in the NRL at the moment, he's probably the closest player to what Benji was. You know what I mean? His style of play, I mean.
Dude, I've literally been saying that for years. That
Yeah.
he's
So for him to fall under Benji, I think it's
well,
I
he
think it's
reckons
masterful, man.
he reckons that's what got him over the line was
Oh, really?
the fact that Benji was going to be the solo coach.
Yeah.
So that's what, and that was like his guy growing up. Was like,
Yeah.
remember when like everybody wanted to be fucking Benji Marshall,
yeah.
like especially all like the young Kiwi, Māori, like any of the Islander kids,
especially
just
up in
wanted-
Upper Coomera.
Oh, bro, fucking
We used-
Kibra, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
We used to do the Pick Me videos. You guys remember the All Blacks doing it? They started the trend, and I remember Corey Jane had like a sausage roll or whatever, and someone threw a sausage and he caught it in.
Oh,
no,
no,
they're like the
that was-
NFL
that
one.
It was the NFL Pick Me.
started
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The one where he's like, this is why it was for the NFL fantasy football.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is why you should pick me. And he's like, taps this drywall at a construction site and like pushes his hand through and catches a pass.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
come on, bro.
And they catch the passes behind their
The
heads and
dude,
everything.
Yeah.
the dude who runs and jumps through the car.
Oh, yeah.
Before AI was actually AI as well, so they did a great job. But,
Yeah, they were really good. I actually really liked.
but
those
it
videos.
inspired us to do our own sort of Pick Me videos, and they'd still be on YouTube as well. Me and my mate running around in his backyard doing
Fuck.
Benji flick passes.
Should we
and
try? Should we
goosies.
try and bring that back?
Somebody find that for
Bring
us.
back the goosies? It got actually posted in our close mates chat that with all the boys with the wedding and stuff, and yeah, they shared. They
yeah,
actually
sick.
shared it, so it's still out there. Maybe we'll bring it up next week. Boys, moving on to the next headline, we have my team, Manly Sea Eagles, extends their head coach. They extend his contract out beyond 26. I think it's also for 27 as well. Obviously, I was quite vocal this year with signing him and his stint that he had at the Broncos. Obviously, this year I got to actually meet the Manly boys and you rubbed shoulders with Siebold and told him I appreciate everything he does for the
Does
club.
he have a
and
T on the end of his name?
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think he does.
Bold.
Can't even check it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm.
Well, it does on that board over there. So
Well, I've been fucking. It means I've been spelling it wrong this whole time.
Nah, I'm sure there's a T on it, but do your own research.
actually, I don't think there is a T.
Now that you say it, me neither. That's just a bit of mayo on top.
Love it.
Nice.
But,
bit of extra tea.
I never thought I would say this, but I actually think that that's a bit of a win for us. He's actually done a lot more for the club this year than I anticipated when we first signed him. Believe he's staying out of the players' wives' DMs and everything like that. So
It's always a good start.
that's always a great start. Learning from your mistakes and continue to get better. But yeah, do you guys have any thoughts on Siebold extending?
Nah, I think they're going okay. I don't think they're premiership contenders at all. Like they're at best probably dark horse, depending on how Tommy and DCE go. But I mean, it's good if they're going to be consistent. Like they can build to. At least it gives you more time to build towards something.
If Turbo can come into the new year with that international form that he had, bro, you don't need a good team if you got Turbo. It's weird.
Remember, nobody thought he was fucking coming back because of his shoulder,
Yeah,
and he fucking killed it, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine what he's gonna be like with his full layoff for the holidays and that.
yeah. Well, is this like the first off season he hasn't got some sort of fucking surgery?
Fuck, for the last couple of years,
For
probably,
for maybe 5 years,
or
I
a
think.
decent hammy tear.
Yeah. So like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
Ben.
if
what's
he's
up there?
yes, I have one too. Thank you, Brouhaha. If he comes into the year fresh as a daisy, no off the back and no surgeries or injuries and stuff like that, you can't count them out.
Well, speaking of,
I just
you're
think that Weedy's dark horse comment is probably perfect. Like it's fitting.
well, speaking of
What?
Turbo, he's at there's rumors saying
Hang
that he's
on.
going to be moving to the halves.
Did you just agree?
I wasn't going to, and I talked myself into it. Yeah.
Whoa. Fuck, it only took 42 episodes, cunt. I think I got Benny at like fucking 18 or 20. He agreed with me on something. That's fucking insane.
Might have
I
had
might
me in a
take it back.
Kimura.
I might take it back at the end of the potty. We'll see.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
But apparently the rumours are that Turbo is considered a move to 5'8" or half,
He's
which would
considering it.
No, because DCE, there was an article came out that he might not be playing after the end of this season.
So he was supposed to
Next season.
extend during the year, but now the talks have held off because he's not sure if he wants to play beyond 26. So if that does happen and he wants to retire the year after next, they're going to look to make a pathway for Turbo to move into the halves, which gives Lehigh Hopewadi that fullback role.
But then you've got...
Not into 7 though.
No, 6.
Yeah.
But then you've got one half that can't kick.
Turbo?
Yeah.
We haven't really seen him.
Oh,
I don't think he.
I don't think he can
The
kick.
Hammies don't do it.
Oh,
I don't
fuck.
know.
No, the Hammies would... Yeah.
Yeah, preserve him, bro.
So then you've got just Brooks.
I
Like,
think
who
he's
else?
too tall for that, bro. Like it'd take an age for it to fall to his leg to do
too
a
tall
grubber.
for us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd be throwing it down.
Yeah, like
Just to get foot
pegging
the
it
ball.
at his foot.
Yeah.
It's like 10 metres isn't enough. They're
He
already
kicks
on
like
me.
an AFL player.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is interesting times at Manly. I never thought I'd see the day where, Cherry, is considering retirement. But yeah, I hope they figure it out.
He'll probably backflip on it.
Well, I think next year is the year that all the halves come up for grabs too. So it kind of makes sense if if maybe they're making the push, like we're not going to re-sign you, we're going to look elsewhere. You know what I
So
mean?
all these players
Start
are up,
fresh.
coming.
Yeah.
Be interesting, but I wouldn't think that we'd do Cherry like that as well. So I think he'd be in on the conversations of what's going on. Assistant coach, you can call it whatever you want.
If
but,
he's umming and ahhing, I think they'll be going, fuck, we need to get someone.
but also, I think they're going to give clear transparency throughout that as well, and be like, look, this is what we're going to do, and
If he's
win us the
thinking
premiership next year.
if he's thinking about packing it in for Manly after this year, do you think he plays Origin?
Nah,
Probably not. Oh, no, yeah, I think he'll give it one more run because I don't think we have. Oh, we could put Ben Hunt into 7.
Ben
Maybe.
Hunt, Dearden's.
Dearden plays 6 too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's some questionable decisions he made.
Oh, no,
playing
wait, because you could have
Australia.
Munster and Dearden. That'd be fucking bit lethal. Dearden at 7.
Fuck, that's a dangerous, like.
They're both runners,
Runner,
though.
yeah, it's a dangerous running combo.
Because then who you got to kick, though? Because Dearden, I don't know if Dearden's got a big boot on him or not.
Just put it back to Race while she can kick it.
He'll chip and chase it for himself. Boys, there was some big news throughout the week that Papua New Guinea have officially inserted themselves into the NRL.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're bringing a team into it.
I didn't think they'd get in, hey, to be honest.
Well, I don't know
Nah.
too much, so if you guys know more about this than me, I'll let you guys.
Well, I
take
know
it.
like all about the lead up, you know what I mean? And my own personal opinion, like I thought, it's way too dangerous over there. It doesn't make sense to have a PNG side. Like I know that, like I don't know what the money situation is like over there, but I know they're going to sell out a stadium every time it goes there. But surely there's not a lot of money over there for NRL.
Well, it started off with the North Sydney Bears, and it's eventuated into this.
Well, North Sydney were
Going to
trying to
Perth.
they were trying to get in via Western Australia.
And they didn't want to show their tax dockets, which is pretty much what it was. They didn't want to
Yeah,
show how much
I
money
know.
they had.
Really?
Yeah.
Where
But
it came
now,
from.
but I think
Which is a
this,
lot, though.
I think this is more because Peter V'landys is getting government grants from like the actual Australian government. I think it's 600 mil.
I keep seeing some stuff
Okay.
about China.
No, I don't know too much about the China stuff, but so they're getting 600 mil. They also like any players that go over there don't pay tax.
Ooh.
Yeah. What for that game?
No, for their contracts.
For their salary.
Oh, to play for them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck, that's an
So you
incentive.
think like what's tax?
Wow.
Like what would tax be for them? Like 35, like 40% probably,
Yeah. No, it'd be 50, I think.
or 45? Is
It'd
it
probably
45?
be-
and 40? It'd be,
it'd be
anyway, whatever it
huge.
is. But they're not paying tax. So you think about how
you save half your pay.
yeah, and they've got a compound that they're going to build over there as well.
They
that
need
they'll
it.
be living in. So it'll be like what? It's not going to be like a fucking compound like
You'd live
living
in a prison.
Why,
No,
why couldn't
it'll be like the Sunny Coast setup when
Oh, yeah.
COVID was on.
So you live in a resort.
basically, yeah.
why couldn't they do that with the North Sydney Bears or the Dolphins?
Well, because it's you're going to a different country, so I think there's like, and they're
Different
building,
laws.
and I think there's something like 200 million is actually going into the Pacific Nations grassroots program. So Samoa, Tonga, Cook Islands, like all these other countries, Papua New Guinea, are all going to get money towards grassroots systems.
Does that mean they move up a tier?
No, they don't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. But
Until they win.
But it's
Because
to
then they get
build-
some funding.
But if they,
But it's to help the international game.
I do love that because you can tell that like teams like PNG and all of that, they have skill. Like they can play footy, but they just haven't had that training, that grassroots bringing
Yeah.
up through
The
the
best of the
younger
best
It's,
Yeah.
years.
it's literally their national sport.
Yeah. So
And
if they had like gun coaches from when they were, like in their teens, there's no telling what they could be.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Justin Olam.
Yeah. But they got like, bro, like you watch some of their games, like, and if they're not called the Headhunters, fuck.
They
Like,
better be.
that's such a gun name because I'm pretty sure their Queensland Cup side's called the Hunters.
Yeah.
So like, fuck, they're not the Headhunters. That'd be so
I
sick.
like it.
But and then apparently the rest of the money gets divvied up between the NRL as per the RLPA. So because they're going to have their talent pools fucking drained to fund another team,
Yep.
the money gets spread between the clubs that are already in the comp.
Well, I think the main thing to take from that is congratulations, Tigers. You won't be coming last anymore.
Well, you reckon PNG will be that shit off the bat?
I think they're going to have
Yeah.
some good signings. If
I
there's
think they
those
will.
incentives and.
I don't know if there's
But
like
that,
I
does
think
that mean they
about,
have to live there?
No, I think they're only playing like fucking 3 games there or something, or
Oh,
4
what?
games. It's not much.
so where are they camping up?
What's,
then?
what's their home stadium?
Townsville, I think. Not Townsville. What's the one
Maybe
above
not
it?
Northern Territory or Cairns.
Cairns, that's the one.
Yeah.
Just make
fuck.
them the Cairns bloody.
But it hasn't been all finalised and shit yet. but
Cairns
that's
Rams.
Just, that's just some shit I've seen floating about.
Yeah, it sounds like It sounds a little bit weird actually. I didn't know that they weren't going to be camped in PNG.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine a fucking preseason in fucking Papua New Guinea?
Humidity.
Holy.
I mean, it's almost
I'm
like it
sweat-
is on the fucking Gold Coast.
Yeah, I feel like I'm fucking in the Headhunters right now. Sign me up.
But it is exciting to have an 18th team in there, finally.
Yeah, 2028 though. So we got fucking 2 more years or 3
It'll
more
fly.
years of fucking bullshit draws every other week.
It'll fly.
That's what my fantasy team to be playing every week.
Well, all I'm thinking though, like to bring in another team, you need like a surplus of players, right? There isn't a surplus.
Well, they've got
Every team is like, oh man, we need a fucking half, or man, there's not enough dummy halves. You know what I mean? There's a surplus of backs.
Yeah, are we
There's
drying
backs-
them all out?
Yeah,
many-
we've got backs out the arse, man.
how many people live in New Zealand, Ben?
Good question.
About
10
8
million?
8 or 9?
I am completely blinded.
Well, 11 in Papua New Guinea. So there's a good fucking little foundation there. Like, surely a majority of those.
Yeah, but it's going to take them 10 years to
Well, that's
develop
what
something.
that's how long the contract's for too.
Oh, there you go. See?
So 2038. But I don't know. I think they could pull a fucking gun side out.
Yeah, you're gonna have you definitely
I think
over
they-
the 10-year stint, you're gonna have some.
I don't know.
Some highlights,
It's giving me some little bit of Dolphin vibes. Like it's gonna be that team. Like who the fuck's gonna hate the Papua New Guinea team? You know how you have like that team that you fucking hate. Like
the Dolphins can hate them.
yeah,
They
oh,
can
there
have
we
that
go.
rivalry.
Yeah,
It was
Oh,
like
no,
all those islands, like your PNG, Fiji, Vanuatu, and all that sort of shit. Like if they've got anybody who wants to play sport, like they're gonna try and play for
True.
PNG.
Yeah.
Well,
know what I mean?
if they're building the
Great for PNG, right?
well, if they're building the grassroots up in Samoa, Tonga, and all these other countries, fuck, who knows if they're not going to be teams
Yeah.
into the future.
Eventually, yeah.
Some of the best players we've seen come from the
Samoa.
islands as well.
Yeah.
So, shout out to
Peter Volandis.
Fui Moi Moi.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say, shout out to Peter for he's bringing them in. He's a mastermind, that's for sure. He knows what he's doing.
Bro, he's just whipping his fat dick out on tables everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you
He's
think
like-
there's
he's
much
like
talent in Perth as well? Like, do you think the potential in Papua New Guinea is actually greater than?
I don't even think it's about that
Perth.
because I think it's more about money and fan base.
Yeah,
And like, if you have a team from Papua New Guinea, like that game will be full every fucking time they go over there.
it's 3 times a year.
Or however many times. But like, I don't know. It just seems like it's more for expansion instead of staying
Yeah.
closed in Australia.
I guess you're right, right? And it's like I was like, why didn't they choose the Sydney Bears? So they've already got a big fan base, but it's let's say
You're shifting.
Let's say it's like 500,000 people,
Yeah.
something like that. they're bringing a whole fucking country in.
Yeah. And not only that,
Yeah.
but if you take those half to 100,000 people or whatever members from the North Sydney Bears, you're taking that away from the New South Wales Cup. It's like a big hole that you've got to fill in the New South Wales Cup, which is the grassroots leeway into NRL.
True.
But then you got the thing. It's like, fuck. Do you really want another fucking Sydney team? Like, because the Bears always banged on for years that they were coming back.
But they were gonna. But they were trying to do it through Western Australia.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, even if they just came back in the comp, like they've been banging on for, like, nah, fuck you, Bears. I'm glad you're all miserable.
It's probably a better decision overall because, like I said, the North Sydney Bears can stay in the New South Wales Cup and continue to bring those fans.
Well, they'd still have a cup side. They just have a first grade side.
Do they?
Well, like if they're in the New South Wales Cup, they would still have a New South Wales Cup side. They just have a first grade side as well. Like the New South Wales Cup side wouldn't have to move to.
Do the Dolphins still have a Q Cup side?
Yeah, fuck yeah. They've got from like fucking like 5 year, 6-year-old or something.
Yeah, cool.
All the way through. They're like one of the few clubs.
I'll tell you what, though, I would like to see another like Central Coast team, to join the Knights.
The games are
like,
great there
like
as
Newtown Jets, is it?
Yeah, they're the feeders
they were-
for the Sharks.
Yeah, I think they're on the Central Coast, eh?
No,
And they play the games down
they're
at
at
Central
Newtown.
Coast. Is it Central?
Where's Newtown?
Sydney.
Oh, fucking hell. I thought that was like north of Sydney.
It's I can't even look it up.
Look it up. No, look it up. There you.
No, I can't.
What's the games that they play?
I'm gonna get roasted for
is
that now.
It's like Ballina each year. Like Manly usually play there. Sometimes the Titans play there. I think it's Central Coast Stadium.
Yeah, Central Coast. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
got the
then
palm trees
yeah.
and the water and
and
everything.
then they play up at fucking Tamworth as well. Some poor cunt gets that game every year.
That's the worst place.
Do you want to see the golden guitar, mate? I've seen it fucking.
Take him
10
to T-Bar.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite one though is the fucking Bundaberg game. Have you seen that one?
No.
And then every time they play it, bro, there's like fucking two houses on one end of the goalpost, and they've got scaffolding. And
They
they're all
put scaff up.
and they're all standing up there drinking rums and
Yes.
shit, and just like watching the game from their fucking yard.
That's so good.
So good.
And every time the camera comes across, bro, they're like,
What's the there's a stat. Oh, I don't know which field it is, but there's people. It might be even be
Leichhardt?
Leichhardt. I'm thinking where there's people who sit on the roof and watch the games.
Yeah, even
I think it's Leichhardt.
Leichhardt's still got
was
that,
thinking-
but I think they were going to renovate it and change it all, so that would have taken that away. But again, but I know KO Stadium up at Redcliffe as well has got some houses that you can sit on the
Yeah.
balcony and watch.
yeah,
Fuck, that'd be so good.
their clubhouse is like Southport Sharks. So one side of the clubhouse, you literally watch a game from.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Last little bit of the NRL stuff before we move on to some fight stuff is
Fuck yeah.
your boy Jason
Yoey.
Isaiah Yowza
The old golden Buddha.
got the GB.
Fucking
He deserved it.
Back-to-back forwards for the first time ever.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
That's the international
Yeah,
player of the year.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then back-to-back Panthers as well. Fish got it last year and Yo got it this year.
And,
Yeah, true.
For the women, shout out to Taryn Aiken.
Yeah, she got the other one.
She
eh?
got the one for the women.
She a Bronco?
No, she's playing for the Roosters. She did play for the Broncos.
Of course.
Wait, didn't
plays
she
for the
just go back?
Roosters.
I swear she just went back.
No, I think she's still at the Roosters.
Fuck, who's the one that just went back there?
Fuck, I can't remember her name. But anyway, she was a Blamble Jets junior. She
Yeah,
was.
that's the one you got the picture
That's the
with,
one.
didn't
Yeah,
it?
that's the
Didn't
one that Tilly
Yeah.
got the picture with. So shout out to you, Taryn.
There you go.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess we don't just highlight we got two golden boots, right? We got a pair. But Isaiah Yo, I guess the Pacific Nations tournament at the end of the year, he was probably one of the ones that did shine. I thought obviously bias taken him as well, but obviously Tom Turbo played unreal at the back end of the season, especially during that Pacific Nations tour championship. Do you guys have anybody that was sort of at least worth recognising in that chat as well of potential golden boots?
I think Harry Grant was amazing.
Well, I actually heard a crazy stat on Bloke in a Bar via the NRL Guru today.
Hit us with it.
So for every 47 tackles Isaiah Yo made this year, he missed one.
Ooh.
And he missed 4 in the grand final, so that put him up to 20 missed tackles for the year.
Holy shit.
That's fucked, eh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because you know you don't
Pretty
really.
sure Dave Fafita misses 10 a game.
I was gonna
Right,
say,
his
you don't really like combine those two together and think Isaiah Yo's defense. You think about what he brings into the offense. And
Bro, his what was it? His tackle efficiency for like the last 3 years is like above 98%
wow,
each year.
insane for a lock.
What's his? Do you know what his average is per game? For,
Tackles?
For say the last 5 years.
It'd be 35 plus.
Nah, like 40 plus.
Holy shit!
I think. Like I
And
think
what,
in the,
what
I
did you
think
say it
in
was
the
98%?
yeah, I think in the
Oh my
I think
God.
in the Tonga final he made 49 tackles, missed one
Yeah, fuck,
in
that's
the
insane.
in the game versus Tonga.
Do you know? So you got the young kids looking up to guys like Latrell, Josh Adokar, Nathan Cleary, all these guys. Isaiah Yo is a blueprint for any forward or any young kid looking to get into rugby league and study that guy.
And
Because
he's a Dubbo boy.
if he was
So
good
you know
looking, bro,
he's-
if he
he's
had
that
if he had
country.
Cam Murray eyes and he had fucking a Nathan Cleary
yeah,
chin,
he's got that fucking weedy nose, bro.
yeah, bro,
What the
he's
fuck's
not
wrong with that?
he's not the best cream from the crop, eh? He's,
No, it's ugly, bro.
yeah, he's
Fuck, coming from us three. Come on.
alrighty, boys. Speaking
Shout-
of
Congrats on your golden boot, by way of
Yeah,
Isaiah. Sorry,
Shit,
boys.
yeah,
ugly
good
cunt.
work, ugly.
Fucking hell.
He's won the ugly stick when he was born, and now the golden boot. Well done.
also won the Golden Goof. The most
But
Sorry,
did you see the stuff that everyone was saying that Nathan Cleary is going to sign with PNG?
Oh my, that's it.
because of Mary.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that was
the
Michael
duo,
Plante.
the PNG.
Oh, was that
duo.
Plante?
He put
was
it
it?
in the chat. He's like, "You heard it here first." It's like, bro, you say that about everything you say. Like, he's just trying to he's just putting so much shit out there, and if one actually
I
comes
like
through,
it. I'm here for it, dude. Talk that shit. Like, I want to see it.
Send
Yeah,
him
but
in.
when
The
it's-
more outrageous, the better.
I'm all for talking shit, but make it like realistic shit, like something that could genuinely happen.
Yes.
But like not
Can you not get around that?
what?
Bit of like tribute to homage, and you know, it's a homecoming for Mary Fowler and Nathan Cleary.
Well, fucking
and-
2 weeks ago, fucking German was there banging on that that Cleary was leaving anyway because Mary wanted to break up with him because of the long distance, and now he's going to fucking PNG.
and you've copped it all off season with him in,
Yeah, well,
in
that's
the
his-
UK.
That's his compromise, bro. Mary's going to leave him. Well, no, Mary, I'll play for PNG
Nah.
to save our relationship.
Is she worth it?
Maybe he goes over there and just
Must
fuck-
be.
maybe he just
She
goes
must
over
be,
there with
must be.
Ivan, makes fucking $3 million a year tax free. Tops up his
See,
tops
bro.
up his super.
See?
Dad, let's go
What
to
do you think?
PNG.
Mary, come and play for the PNG Headhunters.
Jesus.
Hey, I bet she'd be good at rugby league.
Boys,
She'd be fucking quick.
She'd
good
be a 5'8".
footwork. She'd kick.
She'd be a 5'8" for sure.
She could play, I bet.
Yeah,
I
surely.
bet you Nath has been training her secretly. She's going to make the switch once she's made like 10 million.
Yeah, so what? She got
And
another,
then they
another-
both,
she got another 20.
and then they'll become the king and queen of PNG, bro.
She got another 20 years in the fucking EPL Women's League, is she? Make fucking 10 mil.
Oh, no, trust me, bro. Their money's going up.
Well,
Stocks
boy-
are rising. Stocks are rising, man.
boys, speaking of
They're more-
10 years in the league, we got another little headline here that I thought was quite funny. It's from the Sports Bible. This is South Sudan's 18-year-old goalkeeper, Goodwill Yusuk Simon Sambio, born in 2004.
Bro, he looks 35. cunt.
He's not born in fucking
He's making-
2004, dude.
Bro,
2004.
he's
He
making
looks
me
like
feel
John
good.
Jones's dad.
If John Jones is
John
dead.
Jones' granddad, bro. That guy's at least 60. Like, so
he looks like Seal's twin brother.
I wanna fly like an eagle.
What? That's not Seal.
Oh, Uncle Seal.
Yeah, he did a version of it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't do the original.
Okay, fuck.
Boys, the next one that I got for you guys is the
better.
the one-arm MMA fighter.
Yeah, dude, I saw this.
Yeah,
Knocked that
so-
cunt out, bro.
Yeah,
First
so
round.
Here we go.
Good look.
One-arm knockout.
Oh, he's got an arm.
Check out, yeah. Well, I guess he's
Stumped.
got no hand.
got
Look at
no
that thing. It
forearm.
looks,
It's got me stumped.
bro. It looks like foreskin, and he hits him with it too.
No, he doesn't. He needs to put a glove on it then.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
fucking
Look at that.
cheating,
Comes
dude.
in, knock it. Well, I guess it's like an elbow, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
Hey,
But that thing would be more gnarly than having a glove on the end, surely.
bro, I've got a
Look at
yarn.
that.
I've got a yarn about getting beaten up by a guy with one arm.
Oh, tell us.
Do you?
Yeah, I was a kid. Mum and Dad went to Thailand, so they sent me to a summer camp. It was called Camp Berry, and they like show you archery and bike riding and hikes and all that sort of shit. Anyway, there was this kid there named Bart, one arm, same thing.
But at a camp.
Had a little, yeah, exactly, and
I've
he had
heard
the
this.
little bend, little knobby bit on the end.
Oh, like had half a forearm.
Yeah, so I kept calling him Bart Simpson,
He
and
he had foreskin like that bloke.
yeah, and he didn't like it. So he fucking pinned me up against the wall and like started. I was like, "Fuck, this thing's gonna hurt." And he's hit me with it, bro. And
What?
It just doesn't feel like anything. So I just pretended like it hurt. So he let me go, and then I just walked off.
Ben
It was what?
pretended like it hurt, so he let him
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
he
Dude,
couldn't.
Come
he,
on.
No, that balloon not hurt.
He couldn't get a fucking swing on it, bro. He's got nothing to wind up. Like he's like, you think about it, it's like this, and he's like,
He
It's
obviously doesn't judge his distance very well either.
well, he can't fucking put his fist.
Sure, he's not like fully disabled.
He
Maybe
can't
he had
put his-
that, like, you know, like when you get you lose your leg, or you don't know, but if you lose your leg, you like have like a
Phantom pain.
phantom leg.
It's called phantom pain. Yeah.
No, phantom leg too. Like you might like you feel like say you've got a fake leg. Yeah, phantom pain, and like someone does that to it.
Yep.
You can feel it, right? Maybe he thought he was hitting you, but he wasn't.
Well, because
And maybe you, because out of sympathy, you had sympathy phantom pain, and he wasn't actually hitting you, but you thought where his hand should have been was getting you, but it wasn't.
well, it was funny because after that little fucking scrap, we ended up sort of becoming mates towards the end of the camp. And
Did you
his
suck on
what'd
his
you
nub?
do?
no,
Yeah.
his
Did you
little
suck his nub?
no, but
Massage his balloon knot.
then I knew this cut. Do you even know what a balloon knot is? Haven't we been over this?
Yeah, last week.
Gosh. Anyway, so we're sitting.
He's got two though. He's got the one on his elbow.
Yeah. Well, his wasn't. It had 3 lines on it,
So
and
anyway,
he was telling everyone they were Wolverine claws, and we kept
did
telling him to make them pop out,
What did-
and they fucking didn't come out. So everyone thought he was full of shit.
do you think he was full of shit?
That he had Wolverine claws in his fucking stump that he hit me with and didn't use them.
Yeah,
Of course, I was 6.
I think he felt sorry for you.
You were
That's why I didn't
I was
use them.
6. Yeah.
How old was the one-armed dude?
8.
Why the fuck?
7 or
dude,
8.
Wow.
Fuck, you must have been a piece of shit when you were a kid. Like to get a 6-year-old to fucking pin you up and hit you with his nub. Bro.
No, I was 6.
Oh, how old was
He was 8.
7 or 8.
Still,
He was older than me. Yeah, I was a menace, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm bad now? Sometimes I'll just get flashbacks of dumb shit I said when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't get fucking bullied.
all right, boys.
Anyway.
Maybe that's him in the
No, he's
one
white.
arm MMA.
No, he's white.
Avenging
He's white
Jason.
and his name's Bart. That dude's like, looked like he lost his arm in a stir fry accident.
Oh, yeah, that guy's name's Alberto. Stir fry accident.
Wasn't he Indonesian looking?
What the fuck? I don't know.
know.
Indonesians don't do stir fry, bro.
Too close to the wok or street food? I don't know.
All right, boys. That's going to cue us to our next headline, which was I just had the UFC Fight Night in review. Obviously, last card of the year. I didn't realize that until they started chirping on about it. But what a card it was from start to finish. Even better that it was live and free on, well, if you pay for KO subscription or Foxtel.
Yeah.
But it was a fight night. It wasn't necessarily a main card. We saw Colby Covington and Joaquin Buckley.
Great fight.
Battle it out for, I guess, two rounds, and it got stopped in the third,
Yeah.
or 3 rounds and got stopped in the fourth.
Got stopped in the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Colby, you could argue, was starting to gain a bit of momentum towards the back end of that. It was only the cut that was quite brutal, and I don't know.
I reckon he was working his fucking body over. Like quite well.
Joaquin Buckley was?
Yeah, Buckley
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, he was
like
battling the body.
he was like those shots were fucking decent, and like looked like he like Colby's got a fucking tough chin. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But like he was like on that little stage, like right before they look like they've had their bell rung a couple of times, but then he'd like get away and give himself some distance and shit. And
Because Colby pressures forward so much during his regular fight style, you don't really see him take a back step like he was against him.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was a lot more preservative, and he's almost changed his style of fighting. Obviously, he's a bit older now. And
he's
I was
fucking 36. That
Yeah.
blew my mind, bro.
Yeah, he's on the back end of his career. So I don't know if that plays a factor, but his reaction speed, his intensity, and everything just didn't hit the same as it normally does when Colby fights.
Maybe if he trained as hard as he did trying to help Trump win the election, he might have won.
I think he just had too long off. I think that was it. You know, because he was set to fight, wasn't he? And then he got his teeth knocked out by Jorge George.
That was soon after their actual fight. But
I thought he had
Jorge
something else
jumped in.
lined up, but he had a long time after that.
Yeah, it's been a while
Like
since
Jorge's
he's fought.
fucking fought. I think he fought 2 times and retired in the time that fucking Colby had off.
And to his credit as well, he's always fought top contenders and top guys. Joaquin Buckley has already won 3 fights this year, and that was his 4th on the weekend. And he is one of those
Buckley's
rising
developing.
contenders.
Hey, he's developing really well.
He looked a little gas though. Did you notice it?
Yeah.
Was it the second?
Look how
Or the
much
third?
muscle he's carrying,
Yeah,
though, dude.
bro.
Like, you can't fucking carry that much muscle and go for so long, so hard.
I reckon if he fought like anyone else, like without a chin like Colby's, I reckon he would have fucking rocked it, like KO'd
Knocked
him
most
first,
of them out.
first round.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
He looked 2 weight classes bigger than Colby.
Dude, just his tits, cunt.
Yeah.
Like, surely he wears a bra when he's sparring.
He's
bro.
actually quite short as well.
That shit's way too big.
He's a lot shorter than he sort of. I don't know. I thought he'd be a lot
His
taller.
tits
but
and what are these, Benny?
traps.
Traps, bro.
Yeah.
My
Trap
God.
City.
He's
Trap
scratched his
City.
ears with him, bro.
Whatever, he flexes up.
Yeah,
bro.
just flat. He's like, there's a mozzie on my ear.
Then we also had the co-main event, which was the fight of the night, and it was Cub Swanson versus who did he fight?
Fight of the night, eh?
Cub versus Billy Quarantillo.
Yeah.
Fight of the night. I don't know. I didn't
You guys
see.
didn't watch it?
Yeah, I did. I watched it all.
I
That
only
was-
watched the last fight.
Yeah,
was
okay.
I was out doing shit.
That was actually a good fight, though.
Great fight.
Yeah.
And it's good to see Cub get the win at 41 years old as well.
Yeah. He
you know,
still loves it, eh?
bro. I want to see him.
I love
keep
his
going.
mustache.
I still remember him fucking copping that Giga kick, bro. And it just he hit him, and then he went to take a step, and then it dropped him.
Was that the Giga kick that made the Giga kick famous?
It was already a thing,
One
but
off.
that
it was
was
already a
that's a highlight
Staple.
reel for Giga though.
Yeah.
Because he just got him in the perfect spot, and he goes to like keep going, and he's like, oh, and like it was that delay
Yeah.
of the liver just reacting. But
Yeah.
yeah, Cubs hard, bro.
Or you realise your rib cartilage is
Is
separated.
yeah, but like fuck, it was so back and forth. Like Cub came out fucking piecing him up, then started getting pieced towards the end of the first, and like it was so back and forth. Yeah, it was a good fight.
And Billy's cardio is just second to none as well. And I think Cub was just sort of putting a little bit more into those punches in the 3rd round, and was almost overcommitting and almost got caught himself, but managed to land the knockout blow.
Yeah, it was a good fight though.
Did you say, just moving along, I think it was you, Benny, that posted that JDM is closing his deal with Kamaru Usman,
Yeah.
possibly?
Yep. I'm excited for that. That's
Is that for the Aussie card?
Well, that is for Sydney. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that
Red
could
hot.
be an absolute war.
It sucks that it's going to be the co-main, or it won't even be the co-main.
Nah.
It'll be the third.
It'll be the 3rd because you got the two
Title
championships.
fights.
So what, 3 rounds?
It'll be 3 rounds, yeah. Which probably
They
with
could-
JDM, that's what you want anyway.
But they could make it a 5. Being an Aussie, they're both fucking big dogs. Like
They could easily make it a 5, but I don't think they will. It's
They could
probably-
They
JDM up
agree
to
to it.
5, you think? Yeah?
I don't know if he's at a 5 yet, has he?
No.
No, but no, he was. I think he was scheduled against Holland, but then he knocked him out in the
Oh,
or whatever. Yeah, or even Jalen Turner. But yeah, like fuck JDM, bro. I'm backing him for 25 to become champ in the welterweight division.
Well,
Takes it from Shavkat.
if Usman's...
Shavkat takes it from Bilal.
Shavkat's not the.
I know.
Oh. Who was the fucker? Who was the little fella that? Who was the little fella that was mouthing off?
Cape.
Yeah. Oh,
Cup.
bro.
He's fucking-
Fuck.
Cape.
It was cracking me up, bro. And then you see the video of Izzy, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Why are he saying fuck me for?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck."
He's so chill, though. He's
Yeah.
like just eating. He's like, fuck Pereira, fuck Adesanya.
Yeah.
He's like, looks at the camera. He's like, why say fuck me for? Just keeps eating.
Yeah.
Get on him.
He's like, "Fuck you," and then says the.
Yeah. He said the Ben
Yeah,
word.
let's stay away from it. Someone will
Said the
drop
Ben
it.
word. What was he eating? Did you see in that video?
Look
What,
like chicken,
what was
look like chicken, bro.
was it, dude?
I don't know. It's just-
They look like fingers, man. I'm telling you, they look like N-word fingers.
Jesus
Oh, wow. All right, we're going to pretend like we didn't hear that. And was there any other fights or any other performances that you wanted to recognise on the UFC over the weekend?
Well, I didn't watch it, so
I can't even fucking.
good?
I watched them
I'm all
all
good.
and I can't remember shit.
All right, sweet. We'll
Were
move
you
on.
drunk? Were you drunk? Were you on the brouhahas?
Yeah, I actually was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got offered to go Christmas shopping at Rabina and managed to talk myself into about 4 hours at the Sporting Globe.
Did you talk yourself into it or your missus into it?
Talk the wife into it.
Did you take Charlotte, or did you say you go?
I said, I'll meet you there
head
for
off-
lunch.
Yeah, you head off to
Yeah,
shopping, darling.
You go get your pedicure, whatever
Oh,
you
that's
want.
good, bro.
Whatever you want, babe. It's all
Yeah.
on me. But I was actually lucky enough to catch. I had the UFC on one TV, and then I had some DAZN boxing on the other screen. And honestly, watching the two products, DAZN had my attention a lot of
What's
the time.
design?
It's just the promotion, like UFC.
You know,
promotion of MMA.
DZN or whatever it is.
Oh, I thought that was DAZN.
Yeah.
Yeah, DAZN.
Design. Is that how you
DAZN.
say it?
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's how you
that.
pronounce it.
It's like management all over again.
Well, speaking
MGMT.
speaking of DAZN, boys, we also had we've got the fight coming up of Tyson
Saturday,
Fury.
isn't it? No, Sunday.
Yeah, Alexander Usyk coming up very shortly.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
There we go.
Yeah.
What are
see
your
the-
boys' thoughts?
Excited.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
excited.
Usyk
Did you
wins
see?
again?
Nah. Did you see Fury's interview today?
I saw his
Where he said he
video.
hasn't talked to his wife for 3 months while he's in camp
Really?
because he's just drowning out all distractions.
So I'm assuming he hasn't
He's not gonna
filmed
win.
Keeping Up with the Furies.
No, they're not doing another
Have you
season.
boys seen that?
Yeah, I
No.
watched it. It was good.
Great series.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
thought, yeah, I thought it was great.
Is it
Highly
worth
recommend.
watching?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, where?
Bro, he's down at his.
So good
he
to
li-
see him
He
in-
doesn't live in like fucking like luxury areas in London and shit. He lives in the town where he come from. He's got a big house, obviously, because he's
Yeah.
got a fucking million kids.
They still
But-
have whatever they want. But,
Yeah, and he still goes down to his local beach, goes down the fish and chip shop, like shit like that.
but it shows also the battles that he faces.
like
on
with
a-
his mental health and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he remember when he's down there at the beach, Ben, and he's just sitting there with one of his boys watching the beach, and that old bloke's like, he's like,
Yeah.
oh mate, he's like, he should have beat you, and he goes, yeah, well he didn't, did he? And he's like, fucking, they're just talking shit with this
Oh,
guy.
is that when he's in his green tracksuit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sitting
seen
at-
that.
yeah, and he's just like, what? You want to go 12 rounds there? Like, some fucking like 75-year-old cunt.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Fury, and that
uh,
series is a good one.
I've never watched the series. I might watch it though. Is there a couple of seasons?
It's just one.
One season.
All
It's
right.
on Netflix though, so
But yeah, he seems more dialed in. Like he's
He
not
does.
taking the piss.
Yeah.
like he
Well,
was
it's his
last
first
time.
loss.
He's
Yeah.
still dad bodding though.
Always.
I saw a video. What's his dad's name? John.
John, oh, love him.
John's in the ring with him. Tyson's on his back, and John's just pegging a fucking medicine ball at his stomach. And if you close your eyes and
Bit
watch
like what
it,
you do to Kenyon.
if you close your eyes and watch it, it's like John going, "Ugh," and Tyson going, yes, hit me harder, hit me harder. He's going, oh, break my ribs, Dad, break.
Break my ribs, Dad.
You rub one out to it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Were you just preparing for your blindfold boxing by blindfold wanking?
Dude,
Scroll the
it was
algorithms and see
unsettling.
what you get.
Like the video was pretty hectic. He was fucking throwing this medicine ball. It would have been, I don't know, what maybe a 5-10 kilo medicine ball.
Yeah, well,
Throwing it at his fucking ribs.
like I said,
Break
you
my
know,
fucking ribs.
with his first loss on his resume to Usyk, I think that, and I also think that the first fight was more competitive than what we remember because Usyk did dominate, but there was also like times where Fury was actually
those middle was it 4 and 5?
Yeah,
when
where-
Fury fucking nearly had him, and you're like, holy shit, he's gonna do it. Like getting flogged the first 3 or whatever. But yeah.
And even like the size difference as well. You've got to put that in favor of Tyson Fury.
But who do you
also.
think that's an advantage to?
The size.
Yeah,
Well, it's
because
gotta go
Usyk
to
can
Fury.
move better, but Fury's
yeah.
Fury can also-
probably generate more.
That's
power.
what I was about to say. Have you seen Usyk's dance
Footwork.
moves? He can dance, dude. Like he can actually dance.
like that.
He's like a real So
Oh.
that footwork's fucking on point, man.
The other thing with
And
this fight,
that's all you need to get on the inside to put those heavy ones on him.
yeah,
And if you're too close, like I don't think Tyson has an uppercut, like a good one. He's relying on those hooks with the dodgy gloves.
yeah, yeah. Those gloves
Yeah, I'm
are
interested
fucked,
to
eh?
see those gloves. Eh?
Wait, but the promo, did you see that? They did another promo video, and it's basically like a mini movie where they're like looking at each other and they see each other everywhere in their dreams and shit.
You know what that reminded me of? The drink driving ads. Where
Yeah.
you drive along, you look in the rear view, and you like see the cop cop car behind you and you take a second look and it's just a taxi.
Yeah. But
That's called paranoia.
Do you reckon they should try and do that shit for big UFC cards, like the numbered cards?
Oh, it'd be pretty cool.
They do that with the big fights like Connor and Jose and stuff.
Yeah, but
that was
not like
cinematic.
actual
Yeah,
fucking
but they-
acting where they're
Yeah,
like
they
saying
actually
each other.
work together on those. They were pretty cool.
But do you know who would fucking really get around doing those fucking videos? Like if the UFC did it?
Volk.
Oh, Volk, yeah. But my first thought was fucking Marab.
Oh, dude.
Bro, he would
Yeah.
love it, bro. He would
Yeah.
fucking get around it
So
so
would
much.
Sugar.
Yeah, Sugar would too. He'd be smoking joints, beating his dummy up like he does at home.
Can you imagine a Triple C one? Let's
Oh,
go.
I'd kill
He's
myself.
already applied.
Let's go Triple C Bilal.
Oh,
Bilal goes, I only agree if I can wear my aviators.
yeah. Old Bilal.
Bilal's it's a Top Gun one, and Bilal's got his
Yeah.
aviators on.
Yeah, the Bilal, the Sekis don't know my name.
You got my 6 goose.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you?
Muhammad. Bilal. Boys, that sort of brings us to the last sort of thing that I had for tonight was obviously 2024, massive year. But in sports in general, do you have any moments that stand out for you as the greatest sporting moment of the year?
4 Pete.
Of course. Fucking did. I should have known what I was walking into with that one.
Yeah, 4 Pete for me. Closely followed by me mates getting around it, having a fucking good time, wearing Panthers jersey, Brad and Clancy, rocking the Panthers kit all night, fucking doing 4 Petes with me and shit and photos. So that was sick too.
That was
so,
fun.
Yeah.
Sporting moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ray Gun. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Jeez, course.
Yeah. This is also Brad's last episode.
Nah, fuck, man. Yeah, look, as much as I'm a blue-hearted Titans man, I think the 4 Pete is unbeatable. Hey,
It's arguably, never going to be done again. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to go a little bit differently, boys. I'm going to go with the UFC and probably sort of the standout moment
John
of
Jones.
returning and denying everything. But mine would have to be mine would actually have to be the Max Holloway Justin Gaethje knockout.
Yeah, that's
That-
actually up there.
that was
Like
right,
I think you boys were down. You had all the crew down at Jason's house and
Yeah.
the atmosphere. I only had myself in the living room, but I just remember just being like, "Oh my god!"
fuck, I forgot all about that. That was
Whereas-
actually insane.
Whereas the NRL grand final and all that sort of stuff, I was all amped and keen for it, but nothing hit me like that did. So when
Actually-
they pointed at the ground,
If it's not 4 Pete, it's the fucking Origin win.
that was good too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was like, well, going down a game and then beating you in Brisbane at a decider for the first time in 19 years. That feeling was fuck. Like I lost my fucking voice every game. So, and I lost the fucking Broncos game, but the grand final game. Sorry, Broncos was last year. It's just so many grand final wins. I can't keep up with them.
Oh wow!
It's just fucking
It's only
delirious.
4, bro.
It's just blending in all into one. Well, five
one.
grand finals in a row.
Yeah.
Can you count a president electoral run as
As a sporting
as
event?
a sporting event?
That guy's not an athlete. He's got bone
But-
spurs. He can't.
He
be an
turns up
athlete.
at the events.
Because no,
That's your highlight of the year, is
Dana
it?
White being up there.
it's the photo of the year for me,
What one?
where he stood up after he got shot and put
He didn't get shot.
fist
He,
pumped the air,
he popped a blub cap on his head.
bro.
Says the guy who doesn't ever wear a tinfoil hat. Hey,
Yeah, now he's coming
Bro,
up. with
even-
conspiracies.
yeah.
Even
Only
Joe,
when it fits, bro.
even Joe Rogan
Oh,
was
no,
fucking
sorry,
squinting to
stop-
see his scarred ear.
Stop, Jason.
And he was sitting right
you're
there.
you said it's not sports, so stop talking about it.
Fuck, righto, dog.
Alrighty, boys, that's going to cue us. And thank you all for listening tonight. Was a little bit different with our sports up first, but
Only
yeah.
sports.
only sports. Is there any last?
That sounds like a dodgy website.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe have
Yeah.
to trademark that. And
Yeah.
speaking
to-
of
pay to-
trademarks, shout out to
Pay to
Ray.
see exclusive content.
Your mate's exclusive content.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking hideous.
Guys, and
I'll show you my dirt star for $3.
Bring back the brown eye.
That was what I was listening to a fucking classic here on the way up. And you know how Spotify shows the album covers?
Yeah.
Fucking made me think of you, bro. The chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Oh, dude.
Remember when you drank the hot dog water at that basketball game, cunt?
Yeah, Bundaberg.
Yeah. Fucking burnt your mouth. Yeah. Like, tastes like
disgusting.
Hot. Yeah. Bro, it was too orange, cunt.
Was that after we played basketball or before?
After.
Oh, I was going to say that's what got me. That's
Yeah,
what made me get the game-winning fucking shot.
Washed it down, bro.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that'll wrap it up, hey? Remember, get over to brouhahabrewery.com.au to get all your stockist lists. Support the guys that support us. They fuel the pod. They've got a couple of breweries up at Baringa and Mullaney. Brouhaha Brewery.
Shout out.
Shout.
There you go. Until next time, guys. Later, bolt.
Later. I don't usually say that. What do I say? Bye.
Goodbye. Hooroo. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Daddy.
Please.